All righty. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and welcome to our $30,000 in 30 days challenge. And so, what I'm set out here to do today is share with you exactly how to make $30,000 in the next 30 days. Now, I am making this virtual wholesaling challenge because I am on the beach here in California. Looks pretty dang cool. It's very foggy in California. I don't know why it's so dang foggy. Let me show everyone here. That's what it looks like right now. Looks absolutely beautiful. But yeah, we're out here in sunny SoCal. And what I want to do is basically share with you today exactly step by step how you are going to be able to make $30,000 in the next 30 days. So we are ready to go. We are excited. And all I basically want to do today is show you exactly how to make $30,000 in wholesaling real estate. Now, the one thing I think everyone should know about virtual wholesaling is you can basically do it anywhere. You can make a stupid amount of money in a stupid amount of time. And more specifically, in 2025, virtual wholesaling is a lot different. And the game has really changed. And I'm going to say probably I am a big reason why the game in wholesaling real estate has changed. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but the ways we find deals, the ways we do wholesaling real estate deals have changed a lot. And probably the most common way it has changed is kind of the power has been brought back to the people, where if you have no money and you want to start making $30,000 in 30 days, you can absolutely do it. There's no course at the end of this that I'm going to try to take money from you. There is no mentorship, there's no games at the end of this. I just want you to make a lot of money virtually wholesaling. And the thing about this is a lot of people do not know the correct way to virtually wholesale. They don't know that if you can just do the acquisitions the right way, you can find the right virtual wholesaling markets to make a lot of money. And all it is just knowing exactly a couple things I'm going to teach today. Now, again, it's never been easier to start. If you have no money, it's never been easier. If you had $300 in marketing for the month, it has just never been easier to start getting wholesaling real estate deals. The only thing that you need to actually physically change for yourself is the mindset that you have. Most importantly, you have to already tell yourself that you're going to win, that you already are going to become successful, that you are already going to get a deal. So I want everyone watching this, if you are virtually wholesaling, let me know in the next 30 days, what are you going to get? Are you going to get a deal? $30,000? Or are you just going to, sit on your butt and be like, okay, well, Zach talks about this every year. He goes around all over the world. And, I see him telling me what I got to do. But, this is just going to be another regular month where I don't do anything. I get the, hopefully I'll get a deal. Hopefully. You hopefully think you're going to get a deal? You have to be certain. Certainty is the only way to success. You have to be certain that you're going to get a deal, certain that you're going to market, certain that you're going to go out here and talk to sellers. Because if you are not certain that you're going to go market, you're not going to be certain you're going to get a wholesale deal. Come on. You got to be 100% certain that you're going to get this money. I'm going to get 30K, 30K, 50K. Woo! I did you like that. Melissa, we're live here. So I got to tell everyone. If you're telling yourself, hopefully I can do this, you have to make the commitment to do it. Now, I know this is a sales tactic to, the coaching and wholesaling industry tells you be certain you're going to be successful. Now be certain you're going to give me $5,000. It's not that, but Jasmine's out here already doing the deal. So I like to see that, but we got a lot to cover here and I'm going to show you exactly how to get this going. Now, this is a, beautiful part of the country. It's all great. But this is a terrible, terrible wholesaling real estate market. I'm currently in I believe I'm in a $4 million house, maybe 5. I mean, I can see the beach from here, so maybe 5 mil. But you see this house, these little, this house right here, this little blue one. I mean, that's like a little shack, 1,500 square feet. That sucker's got to be at least two and a half, maybe 2 million. And it's just crazy to me. This is just not a good virtual wholesale market. Absolutely beautiful. People are a little crazy over here. But I can tell you right now that this is not a good virtual wholesaling market. I'll tell you, I would not virtually wholesale here. But the good part is I'm here and I can virtually wholesale anywhere. Now, we are heading into a lot of uncertainty, right? A lot of people are freaking out over tariffs and the economy and everything like this. And the best part about wholesaling real estate is, I've said this before and I'll continue to always say this, that we are basically tariff proof here. What does that mean? Oops. Where am I on here? Like an old man. I don't know what's going on. We are basically tariff proof. And what I mean by how we are tariff proof is whenever tariffs happen, it don't matter, because us in wholesaling, we are day trading the contracts. We are basically day trading real estate, right? So if I lock up a deal for 100, sell it for 110, I make a $10,000 finder's fee. Or if we want to make 30 grand, right? We're going to lock up a deal for 100, sell it for $130,000. The thing is, let's say tariffs screw real estate up. Oh, everyone's crying. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Bro, get out of here. Okay. So the thing about it is it's not that scary, because let's say real estate goes down 20%, God forbid. And now we're not locking up deals for 100. We're locking them up for 80. Does that change? Okay. If we are cold calling for free and we have no money, right? Does it matter? Like I really want to know. I'm genuinely curious. Does it really matter if I lock up a deal for 80 versus 100 if the economy changes and we're broke? Does that really have a change on your life? No. Okay, so we're used to locking up for 100, selling it for 130. Well, what we do here is we'd lock it up for 80 and sell it for 110. You made the same $30,000. So tell me why you're freaking out over tariffs for wholesaling real estate. We're day trading see, when stocks go up and down and they go crazy, day traders, they love it. It's the best thing because they don't own the stock. They're just trading the crazy swings, because the swings go down, the swings go up, But us, we're chilling. Now, I'm not going to tell you about all the Airbnbs and rental properties, how that's going to affect it with my contractors. We won't get into that because that's real estate investing. Okay, that's real estate investing. But the thing is, I'm a multimillionaire, so like I'm chill. But I'm just going to buy even more for deeper. But like us in the wholesaling space, we have nothing to worry about. And I get people freaking out. Like, oh my gosh, chill out. It ain't that deep, bro. It ain't that deep. So the thing is, why should you start virtually wholesaling now in 2025? Well, it's all about the money. Now, money is not the most important thing in this world, but it's what we spend most of our time doing. And I know a lot of people say, oh, money's not the most important thing. It's not, but we spend most of our time chasing after money and getting money. And you might be like, that's not true. No, it is. Like, you're working a job for most of your life. And I only spend 8. No, you spend like an hour commuting, an hour back. That's 10 hours. 5 days a week. Like, that's most of your time you're spending. Then you sleep. So besides sleeping, you're working 8 hours sleep, 10 hours working, and then 6 hours leisure, I guess. You're spending most of your time about money. So yeah, money's very important. This is why we're getting into virtual wholesaling, right? I mean, you're not clicking this video because I'm so handsome and you love hearing my voice. You're watching this because I can get you rich. And probably half of you are watching this because I'm not going to go sell you some stupid little like new program that, this new method, because I'm not doing that. I'm just here to help you all absolutely for free. And so the thing is, virtual wholesaling, you can make a lot of money pretty quick. So I'm going to show you today how to make $30,000 in the next 30 days virtually wholesaling. But I need everybody to comment below the word commit. The reason why I want you to comment the word commit is you must make the commitment before I tell you what to do, that you're going to do whatever I say. Remember, this is like football. You might not like football. This is the example I'm giving you today. I am calling the plays. I'm going to be your Andy Reid. You'll be Patrick Mahomes. You're the athlete. You're supposed to make the throw. You're supposed to make the run. You're supposed to do the work, right? But I'm calling the play for you. All right? Patrick Mahomes doesn't come up with his own plays. He might audible. Okay, fine. We can audible. But you don't audible every single dang play unless you're Peyton Manning. You're going to run the play that I say. If I'm telling you to run an inside zone, you go inside zone. If I say run the drag route, Justin Jefferson is going to do whatever the coach says what his route is. Okay? I'm telling you, if he's got to run the flat or do a vertical, he's going to do that, right? But the thing about this is you run the play that I give you. Do not give me lip. I'm like, oh, I don't like that play. I think Justin Jefferson's like, I don't want to run a vertical. No, he says, that's a play I'm going to do it the best I possibly can. The thing about it is there's a difference between an athlete and the coach, right? And the thing about it is you're not coaching the team. I'm the one coaching here, right? You go to any other coach, but like a lot of these coaches, they're like hate to say it, but like a lot of them are like the New York Jets, man. You know, they never win. You know, they lose more games than not. They're having fun. Aaron Rodgers probably he probably had a great old time on the Jets, but like, do you want to play on a fun team that makes it feel good about? Oh, yeah, you know. Okay, I bet Devontae Adams feels real good at practice on the Jets, but like, do you just want to keep losing, or do you want to have? As much as I hate the New England Patriots, but like, they were never fun. That team is never fun to be on, but they always won. And you just got to be on the team that's not fun, but they always win. And this is what, like, we have the most wins. Like, I'm the Don Shula of wholesaling to this point, where me and Rick have the most wins for people in wholesaling. No one has more successful testimonials. Not one person has produced more people getting wholesaling deals in virtual wholesaling and local wholesaling than me and Rick. Not even close. Like, we've overlapped everyone by like 5, maybe 2. Not everyone. But we're almost lapping like everyone because we have the largest wholesaling course. I mean, it's just statistics, bro. But the thing about it is you just got to run the play, I'm telling you. So we're committed. All right. We're getting the commitments on here. We're ready to go. Let's go. I'm ready to go. Melissa, you said hopefully. You haven't even say commit, so you're not in it. But, okay, we got a lot of people. Okay. Commit. We're committing. There we go. We're committed, and we're ready to go. So again, the reason I'm saying commit is because I'm about to tell you what you got to do. I'm about to tell you what this challenge is all about. But I'm always going to this is the worst one. But Zach, I don't want to do that. You clicked the video because you want to make $30,000. You did not click the video because you didn't want to make the money. So you're going to run the play. And you're like, oh, wow, I didn't believe this was going to work, but it worked. A lot of people say that. It's like, I think you're crazy what you told me to do, but it actually works. Nuts. Reason I got the most wins out here. Let's keep the Jameis Winston W's. I can't make the W a hand sign because that's like a Tupac thing out in California, isn't it? Jameis Winston does a W and he says, I'm eating the W. But I think if I do a W in California, that's West Side. So I can't do that, right? Let me know if you're in California, if I can make a W for a win. But I think that's like a Tupac thing. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to stay alive while I'm out here. But, all right. So I'm going to show you today. Yeah, everyone's saying don't do it in LA. Jameis Winston does the W. I love Jameis Winston. No, I'm not going to make the W. I can make my, I know the wholesale. Okay. I know the wholesale. I don't know what else to do. Also, give me a check. Matthew says there's no sound. Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me? I think everyone heard me say about the W. So just confirm their sound. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to make $30,000 in the next 30 days, virtually wholesaling real estate. So let me give you a fun fact. I have virtually wholesaled a house up here. This is Mount Pilatus in Switzerland. I was on the top of that mountain. That is a Swiss soda. It is one of the worst things I've ever drank in my entire life. It is a soda with milk. Switzerland has amazing fondue. I don't know. I don't understand why they have that soda. It's absolute trash. Never, ever, ever, ever drink it. But on the top of this mountain in Switzerland, this is in July, by the way, I wholesaled the house up there. They had a Wi-Fi connection, and it was pretty gangster. I think I made $40,000 on a virtual wholesale deal in Ohio while I was on top of Mount Pilatus. That true fact. I think it's called Relea Velila. Gotta look up what the Switzerland soda is. It's insane. Okay. So yeah, absolutely terrible. They had a milk soda. Everyone drank that in Switzerland. It was really weird. But I virtually wholesaled the house on top of this mountain. This is me marlin fishing in Mexico. I was literally on a boat. I had my LTE, and I virtually wholesaled the house here. The reason I can do that is I want to give everyone a quick shout out. I have T-Mobile as my provider. And because T-Mobile is a German cell phone service company, you can have international Wi-Fi across the entire world for like, I don't know, it's pretty dang cheap. So I had LTE out there, and I was virtually wholesaling while I was throwing up. The swells were insane, but I was marlin fishing like crazy. Some people don't like me fishing. They get offended. Well, whatever I catch, I eat, except I did not eat that marlin. But it's pretty dang cool. Pretty yummy. And it got a lot of tuna there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, in Mexico, pretty good. Rick got food poisoning, obviously, from the water. He put water on his toothbrush, and what do you think happened? But I was smart. I went to the local OXXO with my insane Spanish skills, as everybody knows. I'm just the Spanish man. I was just, everyone thought I was a local there. It was crazy. But yeah, I was just eating tacos and basically doing virtual wholesale deals. This is on a boat. You guys get the theme. I like virtually wholesaling on boats. This is a boat in Lake Como, Italy. Pretty dang good. I was literally drinking cappuccinos, doing virtual wholesale deals. It was awesome. This was in the mountains in the Dominican Republic. I have no idea how I had LT there, but I was virtually wholesaling there. So I've wholesaled a deal there. I've wholesaled a deal in, that was Antwerp, Netherlands. That might have been Utrecht. I don't know where. But that was in Amsterdam. Pretty dang good. I was eating stroopwafels and virtually wholesaling. Pretty cool. This is London. That was pretty cool too. Only a 5-hour time difference. Virtually wholesaled there. Virtually wholesale Paris. This is another boat type thing. I think that's St. Kitts. That might be. Yeah, I think that's St. Kitts. Could be. Or Barths. I don't know. One of them. But virtually wholesale there. All you have to do is find a little cafe, get your phone connection. Boom. You're good to go, right? The thing about it is you can wholesale pretty much anywhere in the entire world. I've wholesaled in over 15 countries. I've done a deal in 15 countries while in that country. So hopefully I'm going to keep increasing that. I consider California its own dang country. So let's call it 16. Everyone here is very, very weird, but the food's really good. So we'll deal with it. But basically, I've wholesaled in about 15 countries. I do not want to hear anybody's excuse of why you can't virtually wholesale. I've made more money in a day virtually wholesaling than the average wholesaler can make an entire year. And this is just me doing anything from my computer. So the computer laptop thing's true. Now, I do prefer local wholesaling if you can, but the virtual wholesaling has this insane scalability. And it's something I think everyone should be doing. And so let's kind of break down how we can start doing it, right? Again, I'm in California right now. I virtually wholesale in about 48 states. It's really dang simple. I virtually wholesaled in over 15 countries. So don't give me the excuse, okay? Can't do it here. I can't do it. You can do it pretty much anywhere. Now, the goal. We're going to get a virtual wholesaling deal today, right? How are we going to do it? Here is the number one how. This is the number one thing to focus on. Can we please make this a very, very, very important thing? We're going to be finding sellers who want to sell the property for a discount. This is the most important thing. Can we let's slow it down here. Let's go again one more time. The most important thing is finding sellers who want to sell the property at a discount. This is by far and large the number one goal. Everything else is pretty easy from there. But this is going to be the hardest part. Now, technically you can make this really easy. How do I find sellers who want to sell a discount, but I want to do it like really simple, really easy? What's the easy? Well, I mean, I always say this, but we'll drop 10 grand on direct mail in a virtual wholesale market and boom, you're going to find plenty of sellers. That's easy. What's up? Finding 10 grand just to drop. That's a mess. Do I really want to be doing that? Do I really want to go out here and drop 10 grand? No, right? Everyone's budgets are a little different, but like that. So when you don't have that insane, stupid budget, you just be throwing money out. And I don't think anyone should spend 10 grand a month their first month, because I'll be honest with you, you don't have the skills to close the seller, or you don't have the skills or the experience, and you could waste 10 grand pretty dang quick. So it's very important to know how. By finding sellers who want to sell at a deep discount. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, step one, we are going to find a virtual wholesaling market. Now, if you go to my freewholesaling.com school community, you can find my top 25 virtual wholesaling markets. Now, I actually made this even easier. Now, if you go to freewholesaling.com, which is my free real estate wholesale course, and let me show you how to do this. It's really dang easy. But here it is. Here it is. This is freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course. I'm going to scroll on the bottom really quick. See that? freewholesaling.com. Okay. So again, it's the largest wholesaling course in the country, almost 26,000 people. We're going to go to Classroom. We're going to go to Wholesaling 101. We're going to go to Virtual Wholesaling 2025. And I have this market analysis sheet. It's actually pretty dang cool. Now, I just updated this today. While I had a 6-hour plane ride, I could do some research, and I kind of created this little macro spreadsheet for everyone to download. So again, it's only in freewholesaling.com, but it's my free course. But like I update new information there pretty much every day. But what I did was just basically did a cross analysis, like a cross reference on the top 100 metros in the United States of America. And then I attached what the median home price as of Zillow, I think of yesterday. Now, this could be incorrectly. I definitely used a little bit of AI to help me out with this, with the APIs. But basically what this is the median home price compared to the metro market. This is top 100. Now, what you're going to basically see here is these are areas with really, all these areas will work for wholesaling population-wise. Now, all you have to focus on is just making sure the median home price matches. So let's go through this. My only rule really is it's going to be very difficult to wholesale there if the median home price is above 400,000. So do we understand? Actually, no. Okay, we're going to write this. Guys, please let me know in the comments. Say it live with me, okay? Don't go below 400K. All right, I'm going to write it in the comment too. Okay, I'm going to write this in the comments so we don't forget it. So repetition is the mother of success. So don't go below 400K. Oh, man, I commented wrong. Jesus. Don't go below 400K. Let me write this down. I'm going to have a bunch of people say it in the comments so we don't forget this. But, all right, let's write this down. So right here, don't go below 400K. So let's look at this analysis sheet and let's see what everyone says here. So let's look at this analysis and let's kind of see where we're at here, right? Don't go below 400K. Okay, does that make sense? Don't go below 400,000 people. All right? If we go below that, not good. We do not want to go below $400,000 because if we go below $400,000, it ain't good market. It's a terrible, terrible market because you just can't get good discounts. We want to get really good discounts on our deals here. So let's look at this analysis and let's look at this worksheet right here, right? Okay, so looking at this sheet right here, we can basically see and look that, okay, Akron, Ohio. Okay, I don't like this one. Let me actually get the actual spreadsheet. I had it popped up here. Okay, here it is. Cool. So we can organize this data set, right? So let's make this a little bigger. Let's do like 150. Okay, cool. So Akron, Ohio, 150, good. Albany, New York, 215, good. Albuquerque. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to color code this. How about that? Would you guys like that? Let's organize this spreadsheet really quick. Actually, I'm going to redo the spreadsheet because it's actually hurting my brain. I don't know why. Okay, we're going to do this. All right. Copy, paste. Watch this. There we go. Okay. Now I just organize it by median home price. Even better. Okay. So let's go down here. All right. Okay. Good. McAllen, Texas, good. Scranton, good. Toledo, good. Dayton, good. East Lansing, okay. Cleveland, okay. Akron, no. El Paso, no. Rochester, so you might think, why? So technically, the population's good for El Paso, and the median home price is really good for El Paso. But why do you guys think? Okay. So don't go above 400K. Dang. So why in the world do I not like El Paso, Texas? Does anybody know why? I just go off of raw numbers and statistics. What I mean by this is I don't know more than 5 wholesalers who are making over 100K a month in El Paso, Texas. I know that's an insane stat to say, but there's no good deals there. And it breaks my heart because it should work. The median home price is low, the population's high, military, but like it just don't work. It's depressing. So yeah, don't go above 400K. My bad. I'm tricking everyone. But I don't know why. And so if the 26,000 people in freeholston.com and none of them are doing good deals in El Paso, I'm not going to do it. Now, I know people in McAllen crushing it, right? I can name 10 people in Rochester right now. But the thing about it is I don't know 10 people in the other areas, right? So we're going to give McAllen, yes. Toledo. Actually, I'm just going to do this. We're just going to throw emojis in this sucker. Why not? Emojis in the chat. I'm going to put good market ? All right. Now, this is from Zach's analysis. Okay. McAllen, good. Scranton, good. Okay. These areas, good. So let's do a maybe emoji. And let's just go through all these markets together. I'm going to put a shrug. Okay, we're going to put a shrug on it's okay. Not the best in the world. Okay, we're going to give the shrug emoji to East Lansing. All right, this is a little better. Cleveland, okay. Akron, I'm going to give it the no. Okay, we are going to have the prohibited emoji. Prohibited. We are not going to do Cleveland. I do not like Cleveland as a market. I don't like Akron as a market. All right, Cleveland be okay. El Paso, no. Rochester's good. So the goods I'm going to skip really quick. So Little Rock, good. Memphis, good. Pittsburgh, no. And now everyone's like, Zach, what in the world? Pittsburgh's got a great median home price. It should be amazing. I do not have any good success. I'll be honest with you. No good success in Pittsburgh. I've tried Pittsburgh so hard. I can't dispo a lot of deals out in Pittsburgh, and I just don't virtually wholesale well in Pittsburgh. I'll crush Memphis. I'll crush Dayton, Ohio, Toledo. I'll do great deals all over. San Antonio, crush it. But Pittsburgh, and it's not Pennsylvania. I'll do amazing in Allentown. I'll do great in Berks County, Eastern PA. Western Pennsylvania, I don't know why. For some weird reason, I can't get good deals there. And so I'm just going to say avoid it. Buffalo's good. Greensboro is, I'm going to give it an okay emoji. Greensboro's okay. Winston-Salem is pretty good. I'll say Winston's good. I like Winston-Salem. St. Louis is going to get a maybe. It's kind of okay. Columbia, South Carolina, good. Augusta, Georgia, great. Actually, no. Augusta's okay. Sorry. I thought you meant Columbus. No. Tulsa, Oklahoma, good. Kansas City, great. Oklahoma City, great. Harrisburg is okay. I'm not a big Harrisburg is, there's deals there. It's not crazy. San Antonio, good. Great. Albuquerque, I don't know why. Just like El Paso, it gets a big no from me. Louisville, Kentucky, cha-ching. Detroit, cha-ching. Indianapolis, cha-ching. Birmingham, it's a good market. It's slowed down a lot. But I'm going to still give a my yes. Chattanooga, amazing. Baton Rouge, guys, please let me know. I don't know why. Baton Rouge and New Orleans, terrible wholesaling markets. We got our boy, Aaron's out there in DeRidder. We got a lot of people in good areas in like Shreveport, Lake Charles, but Baton and New Orleans, no way. Houston, great. Knoxville, great. Lakeland, great. Omaha, Nebraska, people getting deals there. Greenville, great. Des Moines, Iowa, shrug. Let me give a shrug on Des Moines. I mean, not the best deals out in Des Moines. Iowa City, yeah. Grand Rapids, amazing. New Orleans, yeah, right. New Orleans, nope. Palm Bay, great. Cape Coral, don't do Cape Coral. Doesn't work. Albany, nope. Springfield, very good. Columbus, great. Deltona, pretty good. Lancaster, yes. Dallas, cha-ching. Milwaukee, money. Tucson is like, It's okay. Not my favorite, honestly. People get deals there. It's not the best. Tampa, there's deals in Tampa. It's okay. Shout out to Adele. He's really doing well over there. New Haven is, I'm going to give it an okay. New Haven's not my favorite market out there. Hartford, yes. Philly, yes. Bakersfield is going to be a no. I don't know why. Bakersfield, it should work like Fresno, but it does not work. Jacksonville works. Atlanta's great. Virginia Beach, love it. Chicago, nope. Charlotte, yes. Richmond, yes. Worcester, yes. Orlando, yes. Durham, yes. Actually, I'm giving Orlando a question mark because it should be as good as Palm Bay, but Palm Bay is a million times better. So yeah, no, we're gonna give it a no there. Durham, yes. Actually, Durham's question mark. It's more of a college town. Don't have a lot of wholesalers. I know they're doing well, and I just haven't had insane success out there. Charleston. Charleston's actually it's my least favorite market in South Carolina. I'll be honest with you. Spokane. I actually know wholesalers doing good in Spokane. I'm gonna say yes. Northport, Sarasota. Nope. Avoid Sarasota. I'm not even getting into it. Just avoid Sarasota. Sorry. Wait. We gotta. There we go. So I'm actually doing this live with you. Just give you my Madison. No. I have tried Minnesota so hard. It does not work for virtual wholesaling. I'll be straight up with you. No. Baltimore, yes. Ogden, no. Portland, no. Providence, yes. Boise City, no. Raleigh, for the sake of time, I'm just going to give you my opinions on this. Fresno, yes. Miami, no. Vegas, no. Phoenix, no. Okay, if you're physically in Phoenix but virtually wholesaling Phoenix, yeah, no. Salt Lake, no, don't virtually wholesale there. Austin, don't virtually wholesale there. Colorado, don't virtually wholesale there. Modesto, don't wholesale there. Beautiful place. Absolutely loved it. Provo, no. Riverside, if you live there, yes. I'm going to give it a question mark. Okay, let's keep going down the list here. Now things are going to get a little iffy. Stockton, no. Portland, no. Okay, these are mostly going to be no's. So these are all little no's right now. No. See, these are all no's. So we're going to say no. Now, the rest, pretty dang good. So these are the largest metros and my opinions on them. Here we go. All right, let's get the sheet out for everyone. All right, I'm going to upload this to freewholesaling.com too. But these are the top 100 metro markets. There are actually 250 qualified ones, but these are the most common ones. And I'm just trying to give you a rough opinion for virtual wholesaling, which markets I like and which ones I don't. Now, I know this is very, very, very niched out and specific, but this is basically in 2025 as somebody that wholesales in pretty much all over the country where I see good deals and not good deals, by the way. It's all on freewholesaling.com. You see it on below there, right? Pretty simple. Okay. So first, goal one. We got to find a good virtual wholesaling market. My top 25 markets are in freewholesaling.com. I have them ranked. But you got to remember, like when I say Dallas, like, Fort Worth, Texas is within Dallas, right? And even in the sheet, like, I'm saying Dayton, but like, Miamisburg is in there, right? When I go out here and say, let's see, when I say like, let me get some other niched out ones, right? Like when I say Knoxville, like all of Eastern Tennessee is a yes. When I see Greenville, I mean Spartanville, South Carolina also, right? So the cities inside of there kind of make it up. So there's a lot of little mini markets in there too. right? So very important. But that's step one. Now, step two, we got to find good cash buyers. Guys, cash buyers are our customers. Now, what we have to do here is take their order like a waiter, all right? We got to be a really good waiter for our customers. So what I mean by this is if our buyers are our customers, we're going to basically say, oh, hello, welcome to, okay, Cheesecake Factory. No, Chili's. I like Chili's better. Cheesecake Factory's got really good bread and cheesecake. The food, it's pretty good. Let's do Chili's. Chili's has basically everything, right? If I go to Chili's and I'm the waiter there, because everyone can assume I'm a great waiter. I've never been a waiter in my life. But I say, hey, what would you like to order? And you say, I would like a cheeseburger. I say, great. All right, here's a pizza. I don't want a pizza. No. Come here. You're going to want the pizza. Those are the worst waiters in the world. Have you ever had a waiter that says, no, you don't want that. What you want is this thing, and you absolutely don't like that thing. Food is very, like, most people like tacos, but some people absolutely cannot handle tacos. And when everyone absolutely hates these type of waiters that say, no. You don't want that. What you actually want is this other thing that you really don't want. And I know it sounds kind of funny, but like, that's what you're like to your cash buyers. I know you said you want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the zip code, but I got the deal of a century in the hood for this overpriced house that nobody wants, And that's kind of the funny thing about it, right? Is like, you have to just basically take your cash buyer's order. You got to see exactly what they want, and you got to do what they say they want to do. So you got to take their order. Now, you just have to have the conversation. Now, here's the problem. You got to get very specific. So the thing about it is, I don't know if anybody has, and again, I'm probably going to get canceled. And because I'm in California, I'm probably going to be double canceled. I'm going to call it super canceled for saying this. But I have a lot of women that I love in my life. Okay? I love my grandma, my mom, my sister, right? Like, I have a lot of women that I love in my life. And they are amazing, and I absolutely love the women in my life. That being said, oh boy, I could cut the tension with a knife. All the women in my life that I love, when I want to take them out to dinner, I'll use my mom, for example. I'll ask my mom, hey, you gonna go out to dinner Saturday? Are you free? I'll take you out. Let's get something to eat. She'll say, sure. I say, well, what do you want to eat? The worst thing you can possibly say. And what do you think my mom says? Or my sister? I don't know. Okay. I'll eat anything. Now, what that's translating is, there's a couple places I want to go, but you're gonna have to say it. And when you get told, I'll eat whatever you want, you say, oh great, well, we're gonna eat Mexican food then. What do you think happens? I don't want Mexican food. Well, you said you'll eat anything. Oh, I don't want to eat that. And I'm not saying that to be mean or something, but like, it's duh. Like, all the women in my life that I love do that, right? And your cash buyers are just like that. And you might be like, what do you mean? When you ask your cash buyer, what deals do you want to buy in the area in Fresno? They'll say, ready? They'll say this. They'll say, I'll buy anything, bro. I'll buy anything. They will not buy anything. They're trying to buy some specific properties, and they're not going to want your 6-bedroom, 3-bed. They're not going to want anything. And if you start sending them all your deals that they don't want, they're just going to get fatigue. And so the thing about it is, you have to go out here and ask them specifically what they want and play that game. Now, I have a couple tricks up my sleeve. I have some experience in this world. What I like to do with, the women in my life, I'll say, guess what? I found I'm going to surprise you. I have this awesome restaurant I'm going to take you to. And then what I say is, I say, guess where? And they say, The Cheesecake Factory? I said, yes, that's exactly where I was going to take you. Called reverse psychology. I'm going to write a book on this one day. But basically, what you got to do is that's what works when people don't know what they want for dinner. But for cash buyers, you're just basically going to say, okay, well, do you buy properties in insert the hood in the area? So, there's some in Fort Pierce, Florida, right? The hood is called the avenues. So there's Avenue A, B, C, and D, and like they're called the avenues, and that's where the hood is in my local market. And I say, well, do you buy properties in Avenue D? And they say, no, I'm not going to buy houses in there. That's a bad area for flipping. I say, okay, well, can you specifically tell me? But they might even still give you the whole like, oh, I still want to buy anywhere. Okay, well, can you tell me the last 5 flips you've done so I know exactly kind of the areas you want to? Oh, okay, here. And they say they want to buy anywhere, but really they are only looking to buy, I'll be honest with you, in like 3 zip codes, and that's it. So you're just going to have to kind of get some more intel on the cash buyers. Now, step 3 here, we are going to find our weapons for success, our weapons to win this financial war of being broke. We're going to get rich. Now, how do we do this? Again, we need our lists, channels, calling, texting, etc. Right? Now, again, the more we do, the better. So this is a very, very advanced statistical chart that I created. And it basically shows the more calls and marketing you do, the more profits you make in whole. Is this crazy? Did I just solve wholesaling real estate? Did I just crack the code on how to get rich wholesaling? I think I just did. I think I did. I think I just solved it all. I don't think anyone's ever going to buy a wholesaling course after I just dropped this. Oh yeah, checkmate everyone else. Checkmate my competition in wholesaling. Everyone in my local market. I just solved the game. But like, the more marketing you do, the more money you make. This is pretty simple. Okay? So how do we do more marketing, right? Well, what I'll tell you is I would create a plan and figure out your why. Now at freewholesaling.com, we have basically a wholesaling game plan that anyone can fill out for free. And this is kind of like a good general like beginner's guide. And basically what this is this will just show you basically a game plan and what you got to do. So you should find out your relationships you have with other wholesalers, like on Discord, freewholesaling.com. I want you to write out the tools that you're going to use to have success. Even if you have no money, there's free tools to use. I want you to make a dispositions plans for your buyers. Then I want you to make a list of all the lists that we are going to be going after. We're going to make our marketing channels. We're going to write down our why we're looking to get into wholesaling real estate. Then what we're going to do is write a time and money budget, how much money we're going to spend. If it's 0, write down 0. How much time are we going to put in this business? I'm going to do 5 days a week, blah, 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 blah. Our revenue goals, your revenue goals should maybe be like $30,000 a month, 40, whatever it is. But you got to remember, do you see how time and money budget is the same size as revenue goals? Whatever our revenue goals are, they have to match the time and money we're going to put in this business. Now, if you want to make $100,000 in a month and you have no time, you're going to have to pour a bunch of money. If you want $100,000 a month, but you have no money, you're going to have to pour a stupid amount of time. Now, this is really cool too. But what I want you to do is write down on the top right-hand corner, weekly goals. Now, we should have a goal, and we have to write it down how many of each we're going to do every single week. So again, this is all at freewholesaling.com to download. So it's in the scripts and download section. So I'll show everyone how to do that. I'll show everyone how to do that really quick here too. Hold on. There we go. Let's go to freewholesaling.com. See, everyone says, I don't know where to download this. Well, if you went to freewholesaling.com, bro, you would know exactly where to get this. You got to go through the whole course. The course is a lot, right? But if you want to download it, scroll down here. And this is called Rick and Zach's Scripts, Worksheets, and Free Downloads. And all the way to the bottom, there is the wholesaling game plan. It's right here. You can go download it right here, right? Pretty dang cool. But going back here, we're going to write down exactly how many calls we need to make per week, how many drawing for dollars leads, mail pieces, texts, hours worked, calling times, government lists, probates, contacts. And we want to write our KPIs on average for the month. So what's our contact rate? How many offers did we make? How many leads did we pull? How many calls we made? Texts. What's our fear? We got to put fear at 0. No fear. So if you want to get this, it's at freewholesaling.com. It's absolutely for free. Of course, I'm not selling you this because I give everything out for free. Now, step 5, we're going to take action. Guys, we're going to work like we never have before. I don't want any excuses. I don't want any reason why you can't become successful. I don't want to hear why you can't get deals or you can't make money in this business. Guys, you should have zero fear, zero thoughts in your mind of why you can't do it. You should just be crystal clear on how you're going to become successful and rich and go and do it. And the thing is, the only way you're going to do that is by going from a point of zero fear and 100% straight action and going there. No anxiety, nothing. You just do it. Okay, you should be more anxious being broke than you are anxious making calls. You should have no shame in making 1,000 cold calls. Okay, the only shame should be staying broke or not making a change in your life. Now, again, I get this told a lot. Zach, I'll do anything. If you're willing to do anything to make 30 grand a month, okay, let's. What do you mean by that? You may do anything. Okay, it's a joke. I'll do anything to make 30 grand a month. Anything? Probably not anything. But wholesaling wise, you'll do anything. Okay, awesome. So what are we going to do? Roger that. Well, let's write this down. Let's make this our goal. Is this Coach Zach Ginn giving you the play sheet? I'm calling in the lead, calling it in. We're going to tell you to do. Actually, you know what? I'm the assistant coach. Let's bring the head coach in, and he's gonna call the plays. He is going to be. This is like the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Roger 690, X-Wing 7. Okay, so you're the quarterback. I'm just the offensive coordinator. We're going to bring in the head coach, and he's going to tell you, right? He's going to tell you exactly the plays to run. So here's the play. Okay, can you? All right, I'm going to give you the mic. Hold it. Run the play for the people. Let's run the play they got to do. Okay, ready?
We going to Omaha?
We're going to Omaha. Okay, these are the marketing lists, right?
I just share it on the screen. But guys, listen. If you're not doing probate, you're missing. Okay. If you're not doing probate, you're missing the highest profit center deals. If you don't know how to do it, it's okay. Go over to freewholesaling.com. In our school group, I share the entire playbook for you. PPS 3.0. Go in there and get it. You used to sell the course. Honestly, I feel guilty. I just give it away. Why? Because I secretly want you guys to partner up with me. So if you want to do that, check out the probates. I will always put it on the top of the list. Go from there. Number 2, code violations is what got me started in wholesaling. It's what survived. Do sign language.
Here. Hello. They can hear you.
Okay. You got everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
Keep talking. Code violations.
Code violations, guys. That's the smoke. It's the easiest way to find it. These are people that need to sell their house. You usually get them off market, and it fixes your direct to seller problem. ODN. Off market, direct to seller. It needs to sell. Next one, pre foreclosure is simply another type of government list. And these guys are just people who've got behind on their mortgage payments. Nobody chooses to be on any. But once they get 3 or 4 months behind, most likely the property needs to be sold. And what better way if the property's in distress, maybe it's not up to par. Most realtors don't know how to deal with it. This is where wholesalers thrive the best. Now, you have to have a goal with every one of these lists is to actually help people out. And you've got to understand that. The next play we're going to do is basically your AI list. So if you want to go over to xleads.com, you get a free trial. You can actually check this out and just pull 1,000 on them. You can do them by wholesale scores. We have a thing called scalability scores. go over to xleads.com, check it out, get your 7-day free trial period. It's simple, it's effective. And remember, XLeads is designed for the wholesaler. We do not cater to realtors. We do not cater to fix and flippers. We cater to wholesalers. Why? Because you guys are the smartest. You guys have figured out the path to become financially free and to get freedom of your time is through wholesaling. XLeads will help you out with that. The other thing you can do that is any type of liens. Now I'm going to tell you, there's good liens and there's bad liens. The bad liens, let's just get those out of the way. Don't even mess around with mechanic liens. They're a waste of time. Anybody can record them. They're usually landscapers, painters, low-level handymen, and they usually expire within 12 months, and some states barely even recognize them. So they're not a big obstacle to get over, and the homeowner never even acknowledges. I like to find like HOA liens, very large liens that have a major impact on the property. Mechanics liens I avoid like the plague. Once again, you can go in your tax records on the county courthouse, and you can look them up by that on official records, or you can go through xleads.com and you can pull as many as you want and you can sort them out. The other one is fire damage properties, and not a lot of people talk about this, but there's fires every day. Look at the amount of fire departments. Thank you, all firefighters. Get these lists. It is not rocket science. Go by your fire department. Give them respect. Ask for a list of the last fire calls they've gone on. And guys, most of these are small kitchen fires, bathroom fires that can be fixed. Some are complete burn downs. You get massive discounts. You help sellers solve problems. And there are specialty buyers that buy these properties. They just take a little bit more time. But this is perfect for the wholesale. We're solving big problems. You are not going to solve little MLS problems. Those are for realtors. And the last one is just going on Zillow FSBOs. Now, it's preferably you do this in your local market. If you want to learn the filters we use, go to freewholesaling.com. We teach you how many days on the market, called DON, days on market. You want to have usually at least 90 days plus. You do not want to call in the fresh ones, and you like to have multiple price reductions. At least you have a shot. Don't call on the ones that were just posted today for full retail. They're going to need some time to soak. How? Days on market, 90 days plus, 180 preferably, and look for multiple price reductions. It's an indication that they are motivated to sell, but we got to switch them from wanting to sell to people that need to sell. And these are the play calls you need to do.
Exactly. So that's the list you got to be doing. Now, on top of that too, guys, skip tracing is solved. All right. We don't have to work out. So I can do a whole slide on skip tracing. Honestly, truepeoplesearch.com. It's absolutely for free. Cyber background checks. It's free. It's very manual. Copy, paste, but you can do it. Yeah. But honestly, guys, xleads.com has 1,000 free skip traces. So why are we even skip tracing anymore? You just go to get it for free, 1,000 free skips. Good to go. I mean, we've kind of broken skip tracing. We kind of broken every wholesaling software that has skip tracing because you don't have to spend it anymore. And you get a free trial and you get 1,000 for free and you get to test it out. And the scariest part about it is people who go to XLeads and test out the skip tracing compared to every other one kind of blows it out in the water. So pretty dang good. Now, cash buyers are solved too. Guys, Facebook groups are free. Zillow for rents are free. Realtors, you can even send me deals. I'll give you my buyers for free. Go to sellmypaper.com. We JV all over the country, right? Now, you can also go to XLeads and just pop up all the cash buyers and they're skip traced. And you can export 1,000 of those too. You even get if you have the Pro X plan, even if you use a free trial in the Pro X plan, you can even use our Dispo suite, our disposition suite, and get the top buyer skip traced right there with our commercial skip tracing. If it's an LLC, we solve that problem too. You're good to go. E-signing is solved too. You can you have to get a service for e-signing for virtual wholesaling. Now, there's PandaDocs, I think is free, but for most people, they use DocuSign, which is like $40, $50 a month. Guys, XLeads is the only software that has e-signing free inside of it. Ninja Mode has e-signing. Pretty simple, right? Why would you pay for it? Right, and so I think
to have it.
So
you're doing virtual.
So what I'd say is, I mean, I probably wouldn't use any software except for XLeads. I'll be honest with you. Now, what are the marketing channels that are required? Emails, texts, calling, digital bandit signs, and more specifically, JVs. Now, but Zach, guys, I don't want to email. I don't want to text. That's an excuse why you're not becoming successful. I'm running the play. Stop selling yourself short. So what do I want you to do? I want you in 30 days, by the end of 30 days, I want you to send 30,000 emails. I have a new system. It's called the email offer generator system. Guess what? It's a free course inside of freewholesaling.com. Shocker. Of course, I made a free course on it because I'm not here to sell you anything. Legit. Like you go into Classroom right here. It's right here. The email offer generator system. It's right in there. I show you the emails. I show you to send 30,000 a month absolutely for free. So send 30,000 emails. Then from there, I want you to call 3,000 sellers. Then I want you to text 2,000 sellers. So you only get 1,000 on the X Leads free trial. You get 15,000 on the basic plan and 60,000 the X plan. So I probably just do 1,000 if you're only do it for free, then use cyber background checks for the rest. But also, maybe just get the basic plan, right? And then I'd text 2,000 sellers. I would post 100 digital bandit signs. And really, I would spend at least 30 hours in freewholesaling.com and zachdiscord.com and networking. And that's pretty much all you need to become successful virtually wholesaling real estate. So comment below. Are you going to do this to make $30,000 in the next 30 days? Again, it's what you have to do. 30,000 emails, 3,000 sellers, call 3,000 sellers, text 2,000 people, post 100 digital bandit signs in a month, and then spend at least 30 hours in freewholesaling.com and in zachdiscord.com. Go to xleads.com to get the e-signing too on there. But honestly, I think everyone should just get started. So first step, go to freewholesaling.com, smash the like button, subscribe, and let's start making some money and start taking some action, guys. So we're in California right here. So it's pretty dang cool. And yeah, I really like this place. So still living in Florida, by the way, but pretty dang cool. So I can tell you, we can virtually wholesale all over the country, all over the world. It's awesome. I think everyone in here is committed and ready to go. So we're excited. By the way, guys, we're in California for the X Leads Mastermind. So anyone who has the X plan has already been invited to the X Leads Mastermind. I get asked, Zach, how much do I pay to get a ticket to the X Leads Mastermind? We don't sell tickets to it. It is completely free. This is a free mastermind, and it's called an organic mastermind. And pretty much what it is for all the people the most committed to X Leads, we're letting them just go in the mastermind absolutely for free. And for 2 days, we're just going to work with everyone there. It's not an event. It's a mastermind. So we're all just going to hang out with each other and see what's working for these people, what's not. But the cool part is most people who are paying, for the X plan, it's the priciest of all the plans. They usually run in pretty big businesses. Yeah. And so you're able to go in the mastermind and just start working with other people doing well. So
great people in there. And we talk all about X Leads, all the tools, how to pull the list, how to sort, how to use the ninja mode, how to use the e-signer, how to blast everything.
Well, it's all for free in the X Leads course too.
And it's all there. But the idea is you get around a group of serious wholesalers, and guys, people have put masterminds together with like a price tag. A mastermind is a culmination of people that share and exchange ideas.
I think it's the only mastermind in wholesaling that no one pays for.
Well, they used to call those boot camps when you pay for them.
It's the only mastermind that nobody pays for.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But the idea is, if we let everybody in for free,
I'm going to drop tens of thousands of dollars to have a mastermind for free.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
We do the complete opposite, because the idea is to give you guys the tools to be successful. We know what it's like when you start out wholesaling. I've been doing it over 23 years. I'm just telling you, you guys need support. You need tools, and you just need to get to work. And so the idea of the mastermind is to use that extra incentive. People bring their list. We go over deals. We work on it. And if you want to be in the room with me and Zach, this is the best place to do it. And it's cool because you walk in there, I ain't got anything to sell you. So I'm just going to give you everything I got. So it's very relieving when you walk into any of these events and someone's not offering you some crazy package. The only thing we're offering is, if you want to talk about wholesaling and you want to focus on wholesaling and you're going to learn from veterans like me and Zach and other people in the room, this is the best place to do it. And why we like it, it's a good strategies of what's going on around the country, not just in Florida, the Southeast, and the virtual markets we do. And we get feedback from you guys and everybody wins. And as I said, there's no tickets for sale. I don't have a special 50% discount queue. I don't have limited seats. I will tell you, if you're an X Plan member, you come. If you miss this event, get into it, because
just get the X Plan and then you'll come to the next.
Yeah, and you get support, and we do weekly calls with it too to help you guys out with it. It's just dynamite. So if you want to work with me and Zach, this is the path to do it. I get it. Some people want to cut in the front, pay the big numbers. We don't do that. So if you want to join X Leads, join the X Plan, and you can come out to these events And we tend to travel all around and try to
Honestly,
meet our.
just go to XLeads, check it out, and then get a deal, and then keep going from there. So, guys, we're in awe. Here, show them the view. Here, scroll back.
Yeah, no, the fog lifted.
Everyone saw the ocean today. So, I learned what an albatross was. Albatross was today.
Albatross, yeah.
Those things are like 10-pound birds. Seagulls. They're absolutely
Oversized
crazy.
seagulls.
So, all right, guys. Well, me and Rick got to head out. We got to set up for this event here. So, appreciate it, guys. Love it. And guys, go to XLeads, get 1,000 free skips, and smash the like button, subscribe. And let me know, guys. Should I post the slides inside of freewholesaling.com right now? Should I post the slides? Yes or no? Let me know. All right, guys. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, commit to wholesaling success. And guys, start sending those texts, those emails, those calls. Like, just get after it. Guys, appreciate it. Make sure you smash